Hi everyone, Miss Kopera. I am back and I am excited. I'm going to now overview the lesson for today. Every single day I will overview the lesson for the day, and this is basically me explaining the objective to you. So please make sure that you always click this, because this is kind of like the into, so you understand what is happening. Now, you could go ahead and you can see that I have access, like I'm ready to work, right? So I'm going to have my digital portfolio open and my group discussion space. So digital portfolio, group discussion space, in another tab. You could go file, new tab. So I could click to these when I'm going through the PowerPoint. And then it's up to you to have this PowerPoint open. And you're going to go through it yourself. But I'm going to explain it to you real fast. So these are some introduction slides that I left. For example, these are just things that you need to focus on. Self-love, true beauty, celebrate your internal identity. That is what this unit is about. What is real beauty? How can we celebrate you? We're going to grow. So you're going to grow by asking questions and gaining knowledge. Guys, ask questions. Ask so many questions in your discussion document. You know, if there's something you don't understand, for example, about today's video, ask it. Answer each other's questions, and I will give you the points. Like Asher, we are going to leave the cave. What is the cave? We're going to learn about the cave. But we are going to face ourselves and pursue happiness. So we're going to leave some darkness and we're going to find the light with self-love and truth. We are going to learn from our past mistakes. So I want you to start asking questions to your family about your family's history. Think about your own past and mistakes you've made. Think about how you can learn from them. And then ultimately, as you're making this art, you are going to promise to change and kind of like be new. Take off a mask and let your inner beauty pour into the world. So that's kind of what's going on and what we're talking about with all of these assignments. If you click through the lesson, after the lesson overview, you'll find the objective. I would ask someone to read it. I would, but that's too hard. So we are going to create a digital collage and or art piece in our visual journal. Okay, so I would love, if you don't want to do this digital collage, you could do something in your journal, and then you could snap a photo of it and upload it to your Google Slides. But this one is a group one, because I want everyone to feel like, you know, they can really, really, as a group, excel. So if you click here, back here, you'll see my example. You're going to compare and contrast society's definition of beauty. How does society see beauty? And how do you see beauty? Okay, you as a group. What is real beauty? Confidence, curvy skin. Like, what is beauty to you? All right, and then you guys will go ahead and you will insert. So insert photos. And you could go ahead and you could find pictures. You could upload from the internet, find pictures. You could go to Google Photos and start to put those pictures in. Or you could just browse the web, copy and paste. Just put them there. You are welcome to add additional slides as a group if you want. But you want to show the difference between like this fake like beauty and then real beauty. So that's kind of like an intro assignment. Let me go back to the PowerPoint. All right. Awesome. And you're going to answer questions about, now it says 3 videos. It really is 1 video. It's a 30-minute lesson, but I'll show you. You're going to read all these slides. You're going to think about what this quote means. I don't want to tell you. I'm not going to tell you the answer, but I give you hints in the slides. All humans think and see things differently. Dun, dun, dun. I love these pictures down here. I'm trying to teach you something. Look closely. All right. And then here's a hint about what that quote means. And a hint about how we all see things differently. What do you really see? Do you see a young woman? Do you see an older woman? Okay, but we all see things differently. Hint, hint, hint. So, like, everyone sees beauty differently. Maybe you want to do different group, like everyone does their own collage. It's really up to you. Then as part of the into, I want you to watch these videos and talk about, as a group, why beauty is so messed up. Miss Kopera, what do you mean? Talk about. Yes, I want you to call each other and talk about what you're seeing. Talk about what you saw in the video, and then type it up. The more you type, the better, you know, and write down, quote each other's ideas. Then we're thinking about like, well, why do we see beauty in this way? Why is it so effed up? Right? And so it's this idea of kind of like brainwashing, but where does this brainwashing come from? Why do we all think beauty is this weird thing? What has happened? Okay, I know there's a lot on this slide. I know I am extra, guys, but I want you to think about this movie we're seeing, okay? And then I want you to think about how it might relate to history. So during World War II, a dictator named Hitler used beauty propaganda. So what is propaganda? Propaganda is like advertisement that brainwashes you. This is propaganda. This is propaganda. This is propaganda. Saying that blue eyes and yellow hair is beautiful and amazing. And Jews are ugly with their dark hair and big noses. But blonde hair is beautiful. And Jews are ugly. They're not worth anything. We should all be like this. And I want you to think about how Hitler's argument was used to raise him to power. By the way, he didn't even have blue eyes and blonde hair. So weird. But how he raised this idea of beauty, he used it to raise himself to power. All the Germans are like, we shall prevail. How did he use that to gain power? And you will see it in this video that we're seeing. So it leads to self-hatred. People who don't look like this. We feel lower than everyone else. We are pushed down and oppressed. Guys, I do not have blue eyes. It is very upsetting. Anyone laughing out there? Okay! And then go ahead. And I give you a lot of hints here about the different characters in the video. So this is before we watch the video. And I tell you what these different people might represent because I'm not there to stop the movie and yell in your ears. So make sure you read this. Hitler. Okay, and I want you to think about this. Miss Tyler says she's in a cave. Says the mask is like a dark cave. And we're going to learn more about the cave next class. Okay, moving on. This is the video. 1, 2, 3. 3 parts of the same movie. You watch it. Figure out what's going on. Go to your discussion page. Okay, see, you had some intro questions. What is beauty to you? What does society think beauty is? But then you are going to go ahead. You're going to write down why and how questions about the film and then answer questions about what's going on. Okay, it is a weird movie. So talk to each other. Again, quote each other, talk to each other, agree with each other. Okay, going on. Okay, and then here's some hints about what's going on and what's amazing. Don't look at this page. It ruins the movie. Okay, try not to look ahead. Okay, but I got to explain to you what's going on because you're taking yourself through this PowerPoint. All right, and then stop and discuss in the collaborative document. I want you to talk about these questions. I want you to answer them. Got it? Face history, face yourself. By looking at history, you're looking at yourself. Moving on, I explain the history connection more in detail and my personal thoughts on beauty, which is shared by a lot of people, about how it can be used to create bad things. Bad things. And it can be used to raise certain people to power. I just want to like throw out there that Trump has yellow hair like this. Oh, did I say that on camera? Okay. Anyway, after you go ahead and you finish this discussion document, then you're going to go ahead and then in your digital portfolio, you're going to work on your identity box. Okay. So I say some things about identity box. Guys, you should have fun with it. The identity box is about learning to love yourself. Self-expression is the opposite of oppression. So, Miss Tyler, she was oppressed. She was in darkness. She was in the cave. She was brainwashed, right? Hopefully we write something like that in our Google document. If you express yourselves, art is freedom, acting is freedom, share your voice. If you express yourselves, oh my goodness, you will be happier, right? You are leaving truth. So I create beauty. No one. You guys create beauty. Not even a dictator can tell me what to think. So this is the kickoff for the unit. And this is me telling you really have fun with your identity box. Really put a lot of beautiful things in there about your life. Here is someone who's calling out fake beauty, fake messed up beauty on the outside of her identity box. Her appearance doesn't define her. And then here are some questions that I asked on March 13th. So some review questions. Look at that thinking map about your identity box, okay? So I want you to get deeper about your identity. Answer these questions in your visual journal. Do beautiful art. Get ideas about what you want to put in your either identity box or your collage. In this unit, okay, you are getting an A if you're practicing self-love by creating your truth. So what's happening here? Actors and artists are superheroes. They fight for true beauty. I want you to be an art drama superhero, and I want you to create real beauty by creating truth, okay? This art is about elevating yourself. Okay, so I want the inside of your identity box to do this. This, by the way, is Asher Lev, and he is our role model for kind of defining truth. He puts his truth out there, and then he has a happier life. The name Asher means happiness. So like Asher, express what you are truly feeling in your visual journal, in your identity box. Find beauty in your feelings. Face yourself, okay? Now, this is just a reminder, though, that in your digital portfolio, any truth that you put in here, right? For example, one assignment asks you to put your truth. Put any sort of truth in here. There is a reminder, like your safety is our number one priority. Dun, dun, dun. Therefore, if you make posts, emails, comments that lead me to believe that you or someone else is in danger, or if you make post, email, comments that lead us to believe that you are being abused or someone you know is being abused, I need to report it to the principals and the mental health team and DCF. So guys, just a reminder, I want you to put out your truth, right? But if someone's getting hurt, you're going to hurt someone, I got to report it. So you got to kind of like, think about that balance. Really open yourself up in your digital portfolio. I mean, you can really say a lot with symbolism. Asher says a lot with symbolism, right? This is his identity box is right here. His final painting is right here. It says a lot about his family. So what is your identity box? What is your truth going to look like? And we'll get inspired by Asher next class. These are 2 videos. Click here. I'm talking about what you should do if you're going to make just a collage on your PowerPoint for your identity box. You put all of your external beauty out here. External identity, I mean. Answer these questions. Your internal identity in here. Right here, this is me talking about the past identity boxes. So you could go 2D or 3D. It doesn't impact your grade, but the identity box will be one of your assessments. So think about that. Here are some identity boxes from last year. This is last year. This is the outside. Look at Shy. He's so cute. And then these are identity boxes from last year too. Now you don't need to go all extra and be like this. No one has time. I love this, Elizabeth, but no one has time to go on and get flowers during a pandemic. But I'm just kind of showing them to you for inspiration. You could do something amazing like this just with finding pictures on the internet. But really consider doing a 3D one if you can. It's really up to you, but only if you have the materials. And if you go digital, you could do this in several slides. Just put it all in your digital portfolio, copy. Keep working on your identity boxes, guys, please. Next class is the Asher seminar, and be prepared to discuss on your Google Doc. Click the exit slip here when you're done with the video and answering all the questions. I go ahead and I quiz you on whether or not you understand the group work. And then there are some pretty tough questions in here. Let me click. There are some pretty tough questions in here, kind of like about beauty as well. Make sure you write your full name so I can find you easily and whether or not you're in art drama. But there are some tougher questions. Again, if you get stuck, maybe it's because you didn't do the processing activities here, or you didn't do the processing activity here, right? So go back to these processing activities. Make sure you click submit on the exit slip. Otherwise, I don't have attendance. These exit slips are counted towards credit. Okay, they are definitely counted towards credit. And I thank everyone for watching this video. But this is the lesson. I can hear my son crying upstairs. Here's the closure. Here's the checklist of everything you need to do. I'm available for questions via the chat. Please ask me. This is not required. The extra work in your visual journal is not required, but always take a picture and send me your artwork so I have a reason to raise your grade. This is extra stuff. So email me anything extra and I'll write it down. Shout out to Linda Rivera who emailed me something extra over the weekend. Amazing artwork. So please create and there will be more next class. May you all be happy and healthy. May you love others freely and may others love you freely. Namaste.